back to Milton Mo Junction. As you can see, I've done a little bit more work. I've put the back seam in. It may not be actually a lot of work it's gone in, or a lot of difference, but the back seam was a right fight. First of it was a lot of time planning. I had to decide what sort of back seam I was going to put in, or how I was going to do it. As discussed in the early video, I wasn't sure how it was going to go, whether I was going to curve it or split it, have a curved corner, a straight corner with a sharp curve, or whatever. Anyway, the simplest way was to have a single piece curved. Now, I needed a hole in it, the smallest hole as possible, to get the track through and the engine through. So I got the biggest engine, which is my class 55 that you can see there, and cut it to the shape that the engine would go through at an angle, so it's a little bit bigger than the profile of an engine. Just to show you how it works, I'll run the 55 through, and you can see that it just goes through, nothing touches, so reasonably happy with that. The other problem I had was how to join it. I did think about gluing it, how I'd done some of the other joins. What I did was I got another piece of plastic card and just super glued one to the back of it, and then the next one super glued onto the front of it. But I thought if I did that this time with a short length like that and joined to the rest, I might not ever get it apart, and if I needed to, reposition it. And because of the tunnel and everything, I wasn't sure that I'd got it right, so I thought the best way would be to velcro it. Now, I've velcroed the whole back seam up to boards or up to posts at the back anyway, so I can remove it, but I wanted to do it here as well. Now, basically what I did, as you can see, I had a bit of plastic card, or foam board rather, that was about the same size. It was the same height as the actual back seam, and a little bit narrower than this card I'm showing you here. Then what I did, I stuck velcros to it, the full length, 2 strips, a bit closer than they are together now, and a bit as I say, than the full length of the board. Then basically I took the sticky bit side off, the velcros, as you can see it's velcroed on. I stuck the first bit behind the board that's already there, so when I was ready to go, and I put a couple of posts up behind the board, and one of them, the end one, is velcroed, so the same sort of idea, ready to go. So when I finally cut the board, we stuck the back seam to it and then sort of presented it against the one that was already there. All you do is you stick it on, and now this is sort of sticky. It does give you a couple of chances if you make a mistake, but the idea is to line the picture up, which I'm reasonably happy with. It doesn't show, obviously the join shows because there's going to be a slight angle there, but I'm quite pleased with the way it's gone. The curve's gone quite nicely. There are some creases in it, which you seem to get on curves. It doesn't show as much on the film, I don't think, on the video, as it looks in real life, and I'm not too worried about them. As I say, they are creases. I might work at them, but it's a job to know, because it's so hot up here. And we did it up here. You can't actually stick the sticky backed ID back seam, the premium one, self-adhesive. You can't really stick it on a curve, so you have to do it flat on the floor. And then of course when you curve it, I guess that causes the creases, because there's more there's not as much back seam needed on a curve as there is on a crease. And as I say, it's very hard to sort of stick the back seam, which needs a lot of polishing and pushing to get rid of any creases anyway on the flat, and I'm not really sure how to do it. I'm trying to get rid of the creases that are there by pinpricking them and trying to squeeze out the air behind it. As I say, it's so hot up here at the moment. I'm hoping that as it cools down a bit, which is most of the year it's cooler up here, the creases will disappear a bit. In fact, on the other side the creases are not as bad as they are here, and the curve's not as bad. It's a lesser a curve here, so I think it must be something to do with the heat. Anyway, that's the way it's gone. I've got to try and figure a way of having a building in front somewhere. I want a store of some sort, another building in front of the hole in the back scene, so you don't actually see the engines disappearing in it. The track will just look like it disappears behind the shed. So that's that to do, and I want to try and do something to cover up the join, but it's going to be difficult. I mean, if it had been a big space, I could have perhaps bought a big tree, or built an O-gauge sized tree there. But to be honest, there's not enough room. Another idea was to put a tool factory chimney, but again, there's not much room to sort of put a factory there. And if I put one that's half profile or a narrow profile factory, it would look odd because it would be side on, it wouldn't be going anywhere. So I might just have to put up with the join. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. My next job is to try and practice some painting on the white foam board, see what I can get it to look a bit more like concrete. I'm also going to, I'll just lift this up and move it around a bit. I'm also going to extend this bit here and this bit here out to probably the end of the back seam. Like I've extended them over there, this side, they've been extended to the end of these rafters, trusses, and the same here, just extend these two out. It still gives me enough room to reach over. I won't be extending the two that go over the control thing at the moment anyway, because I don't know, I mean, it's not going to stop me reaching across anymore because this console does that already, but I haven't made my mind up about those yet. But I've now got to try and sort this track work out, or the foam board that I'm using as concrete, and I'll try and do that fairly soon, but it's a case of plodding on and doing it. I've got to cover up the edges all round where it's white. I've got to put foliage there as well, but I may well wait till I've done the track ballasting, certainly on the outside track anyway, and then fill in the gaps with foliage and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, that's about it for the moment. Don't want to waffle on too much, but I should continue sort of trying to press out some of the creases on the back seam. As I say, I don't think it shows too badly on the film. It's just me looking at it here. I've just looked at how long this video is so far, and as you possibly know, I don't like doing too long videos. It takes so long to upload it, and also I guess people get bored. So I've just taken the shed off, as you can see, and you can see the hole in the backboard a little bit better, and train obviously has just come through. So while I deliberate what to do next, possibly put the extensions in, I'm not sure, or cut the foam board to size, length, I'm not sure. But while I'm pondering, I think I'll upload this video. So if you have any comments, please feel free to leave them, any questions, and that's about it, I guess, for this one. So once again, thanks for watching, and bye for now.